By the way, Captain, Sergeant Yumi was looking for you. Sounds like he's got more work.
Whew. Always a satisfying moment to return to your ship.
Is mining on the schedule? For today?
Ah, hello.
Glad to see you're back in one piece. Best of luck out there.
People say I need more hobbies. writing about you, thinking about you, talk.
You should have... Hey, what can I do for you?
Gotta be honest, I'm a little surprised every time this ship makes it back in one piece.
Hey! Hey, you! You have a minute? I need to talk to you. You're the one that was on Vectera, right? You flew in on the, I knew it! Tommy Bitlow, SSNN research intern. Word is the Frontier was involved in an attack? It's true, right? You saw some real action? Oh, I'm so sorry, but you're the first source I've ever met. This is great, great! My boss, Nadia Mufaz, would kill to talk to you. An actual eyewitness! There's credits in it for credible news. Everyone knows David Barron, the face and voice of SSNN, but Nadia is in charge of all the research. All the best stories were written by her. She's really something. And easy money, too. Just go to the SSNN building. It's not far. Keep it up, Tommy.
You will be scanned as you enter the city. Okay.
New Atlantis puts on a wonderful show of security, doesn't it?
If you ask, I'm meeting my girlfriend for drinks at the Viewport tonight. What, at Terra Brew? I wish. Nah, I live at Athena Tower. Just moved in, actually. My girlfriend and I got a place there a few weeks ago. I'm not sure how long we'll be there, though. We're saving up to get out of New Atlantis and, tour the settled systems. Yeah, sure. Her name's Donna. She works at the Nat station near Mast. Oh, boy, is she a catch. She's passionate. We met a couple of years ago, and we've been going steady since then. I'm actually thinking about asking her to marry me. Keep that between us, okay? Fine, I guess. Wait. Are you... Am I glad to hear that. I already have a girlfriend. It's always awkward. Catch you later, yeah? Catch you later, yeah?
If it belongs on your ship, then I'm sure we have it for sale. Hi there! Thanks for stopping in. Feel free to... I can take care of transactions, and if you've got questions, just ask. Oh, please, take a look. Thanks. It's hard work, but it all pays off in the... And I can't take all the credit. Gerhardt, my business partner, he does so much of the work. If it weren't for him, I don't know where we'd be now. Oh, please, take a look. Thanks for coming in.
Dealing in art is exciting.
Seems like a small decision, but they all add up.
Treasure
Everything's pearl.
In business circles, it's considered common wisdom that Sidonia's best days.
Don't be nervous. You got this.
Welcome to Infinity Ltd's corporate headquarters.
Infinity is huge, like staggering.
Wow, you look completely different.
Enhance is here for you, no matter your needs.
Great, but going to confuse me.
I can see how you made that cheerleader.
We don't get very many visitors here.
Timberwolf!
You'll need to contact someone directly if you need to schedule an appointment.
Infinity's a top-notch
Infinity is everything that's been built up to be.
The lives of nearly every individual in the settled systems are so heavily influenced by what goes on in this building.
Listen, I have a lot on my plate right now, and you don't look like a new hire stumbling through their first day. What? Oh, you. You really look like you know how to use that thing. I have an eye for talent, and I have a feeling about you. Oh, this is perfect. Kismet, really. I have a business proposition for you that could help us both out. Very lucrative. You're a law and order type? Well, this is perfect. This job is literally serving justice. Gal Bank is the aggrieved party, and if you help me, you help all of us. You're a law and order type? Well, this is perfect. This job is literally serving justice. Gal Bank. So you see right through me. You've got it. You are just the person I'm looking for. Well, confession time. I might just be a little desperate. See, the world of credit analysis, dealing with deadbeats and reprobates is, it's a tough field. What I need is a ringer, someone that can collect some of our top delinquent offenders. What I need is you. You work with me, and the fee you get will be huge. Oh, I can tell you're eager. That's good. But we'll start small and work on... Yes! So, we got a Galaxy-class con man took out a loan to franchise a restaurant. Turns out, surprise, it was a scam. And Dieter Malik, now he's holed up in a literal shack in the middle of nowhere. Can you believe the job? And we don't want him dead. We don't want him hurt. Just close his account like an Well, I mean, yes, we're not the only ones looking for him. And you don't dome up on a dust ball unless you're serious. If he dies, then his assets go to probate, and we can get paid. So if he forces you into an it's you or him situation, it's A.O. But I cannot stress this enough. This is not the ideal outcome. We wanted him liquidated, and we'd have put a tracker on him. You may need to lean on him, scare him. Nothing illegal, just... And don't listen to any sob stories he tells you. Any job I give you, I guarantee there's not some poor sick aunt that needs credits for... These are scofflaws, scum, flagrant. I'll send over all the details.
Debt collection? Truly? There are other ways to make credit.
I hate to end on this note, but, not everyone's a straight arrow. If you cut a deal with Dieter, honestly, but don't expect any more jobs from me. Best of luck. I believe in you.
Did you need something?
Going.
Have you ever... Aquilus has helped me through some tough times lately.
There are worse ways to spend a day than talking. You are...
I cannot help but notice that the Colony War Memorial is in direct... I wonder how many times one side or the other has threatened to close this embassy down over the years.
All that security, and they still can't protect their own spaceport. The UC never fails to disappoint. I just wish I hadn't received the news from an SSNN broadcast. We have a strategic advantage to maintain, Mr. Long.
Of course, ma'am. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
Excuse me. Are you supposed to be in here?
Official business? Talk to the ambassador.
I'm sorry. Do you have an... What are you? Ah, you're the one McIntyre called about. The eyewitness. She said you were at the spaceport. You have my thanks for what you did down there, truly. Saved many lives. Now, she also mentioned that, and maybe it was just a bad connection, that now the UC wants terramorph data from the Armistice archives. Some of the most highly guarded information. I can only presume you're here to tell me I misheard her and that they didn't send you, local hero, to futilely beg on their behalf. Excuse me. A less level-headed person might think that was a threat.
We are merely stating the obvious. If you are threatened by that, perhaps you should do something about it. Like, help us.
And just give the UC free run of the archives? I may as well resign right now. Let me be frank, Captain. The answer is no. That information is there because it is dangerous. I will not be the one responsible for its release. Now, why don't you quit? You're really gonna push this? All right, I will... I'm listening. You know that for sure. That is interesting. I suppose you're right. Our job and our responsibility. It's possible I might be letting my history cloud my judgment. There's a lot of scared people out there right now, and I could do something about it. Well, Captain, you make some good points. But if I'm really granting you access, I'm gonna need the following concessions. Your access will be limited. You can only take out the items related to stopping these terramorphs. The monitors will make sure of it. You go in once. You get everything you need on your trip, and never again. And all research done with the data will be monitored. Freestar scientists will watch your people like... So, do we have an agreement? Excellent. They tell me it should only take a moment. And there. Here, it's not supposed to be a long process. It is for emergency. People often mistake rivals for enemies. We don't have to like each other to do the right thing.
This is certainly different than anything else in New Atlantis. Unsupervised, and it seems this tree has decided it now owns this place. And once again, we are triumphant. I heard something. I think he may be trying to take a little too much on. Literally. Best not to leave. Anything useful here.
So, what seems punishment becomes providence. A reminder we can never truly know the Great Serpent's designs for us. You have my thanks, and my apologies for the ordeal you just endured. Come, let us discuss. Not the ideal introduction, I suppose, giving you a grand tour of the embassy via barely functioning intercoms. I do greatly appreciate your I suspect the Venom tree upstairs has worked itself into more systems than I'd realized. But then again, who could cage such a beauty? Eh? Tell me though, what is it like outside? I heard the broadcast mentioning an attack. Has the rest of the city suffered quite so badly? Is that right, huh? I shall need to have these repairs seen to sooner rather than later. Now, it cannot solely be the Serpent's grace that brought you here at such an opportune moment. You were sent by the UC. That much is obvious. Who else? And the broadcast spoke of terror morphs at the spaceport. A worrying occurrence, certainly, but coming here of all places, when all I could provide is some enthused cheerleading? So the UC requires information, then. On terror morphs, presumably, Do I see this all clear? The preservation of life stands as the very purpose of the archives. But if I am to grant you for years, House Varun has been known only as an agent of slaughter. We founded this embassy with hopes of shedding them, with little success. In exchange for my code, I require this. You must be the one who ensures it is used for good. The knowledge you ask for isn't evil. No knowledge is. It is we who bend it to evil ends.
You have mine as well, for what that is worth.
Well then, please.
I also wish to be prepared for any situation, but there are practical limits, no?
Let it be used for good. Will we all be so lucky next time the archives need to be accessed? Something to think on. The affairs of House Varun are our own. They left. That is all there is to be said on this. House Varun committed itself. This was said at the time to be the desire of the Great Serpent, and I do not believe the Serpent decided. So, when my brethren left, I remained, honoring the Serpent's will as I saw fit, as is the right. It was tolerable, even pleasant, when my brethren were here in the embassy with me. We remade this place as best we could into a home we all would recognize. Our native flora, with my brethren gone, it has been trying. But the Great Serpent is so much. When our founder, Jinan Varun, left the United Colonies 140 years ago for distant stars, it was the Serpent that compelled him to found his now great house. The Serpent made us who we are today. Its voice speaks to us, shepherding us through the dark. The Great Serpent.
Your abilities are truly amazing.
On the record?
I used to be an actuary.
As the hero of Vectera, you need your own...
Evening, sir. You will be scanned as you enter the city. Please. Okay.
What is it?
You're in the Vanguard, right? Hey.
Captain, your back's... Oh, wait. Did you actually So the old man was still lurking around in there. And now, I've already arranged everything with the archival monitors. When you get down there, the UC monitor will give you instructions on how to deploy the codes. Follow them. Here,
the UC code piece, and an archival access card. The entrance is just on the other side of the plaza across from Mast. Absolute best behavior down there, all right?
Keeping the skies safe out there?
Captain, we've been expecting you. Please approach the monitoring station and we will go over the rules. Welcome, Captain, to the archives. To proceed, you will need to deposit your codes into the 3 corresponding receptacles. Once they are verified, I will open the door. Your data resides in Unit 18. You will not be able to access any of the other units. Once you've collected your data, return to the entrance. You may insert the first of the archival codes when you're ready to begin. You may proceed, Captain.
There you are. Captain, Deputy told me what went down. Impressive work.
Captain, if you'd be willing to transfer the documents to the Major, she and I have been discussing what comes next.
Time for us to start getting some real answers, and figure out if we've been asking the right questions. So whenever you're ready. Yes. Percival and I have done our damage. This. So with the data out of the way, we've been discussing where exactly this work's getting done. The Red Devil's headquarters on Mars, back where you found Percival, seemed the natural spot. Already has the equipment, though it sounded like the deputy had a few more things she needed.
Indeed. The most important of which is getting you your cit.
Then I guess we'll see you on Mars.
Captain, if you'll follow me.
Hello.
Okay. Hello.
Nice suit.
All right, Captain. Are you ready to become a It doesn't. We don't really care where else you might have been. Once you earn your place in the United... Good. This isn't the only item we need to discuss, so I'll give you... Please raise your hand. Captain, through your actions today and in days past, you have earned your place among the United Colonies. Through service, bravery, strength, and upholding of the mutual good. Then, Captain, I'm pleased to welcome you into the United Colony. Here, your official ID and your citizenship dispensation. We've also let the Aphelion Realty office out in the plaza know you're approved to purchase. Now, the other item. There's a member of the UC who's asked to speak to you, but this person isn't. Normally, we wouldn't even consider something like this, but we think this person has information that could prove useful, and they've stated they'll only share it with you. They asked for you. So I need your agreement that everything you're about to see is... I'm sorry. I can't share... Let's hope it never comes to... Head to the elevator. You're going to subsection 7. I'll make sure you're cleared for access.
Saw your ship come in. Nice ride.
Are we at all surprised that the UC has such a massive space dedicated to secrets?
Logging authorized entry. Unsealing access. You may proceed down the corridor. But there are no additional visitors permitted. Your friend's gonna have to wait out here.
Very well, I will wait. You go on. Yes? What did you need? You will be lost without me. Yes, you need me? Finally, I've been... Yes? Do not have all the fun without?
Welcome, Captain. Please, come down and approach the intercom. You and I should chat. President Abeyo was kind enough to give me a few files to peruse. Quite the series of accomplishments you've made. But now you face a foe unlike any other. An invisible enemy. Which is why I hoped we could speak. I'm Francois Sanon. But most know me as Vivictus. I was an admiral during the Colony War. One of its great villains, if you believe the slates. I was to be executed for my crimes, but the previous regime deemed me too valuable to simply a sacrifice on the altar of peace. Even my death served the colonies. Captain, please. There are no clean hands in galactic politics. We all do what we must to keep ourselves safe. Which, right now, means finding a way to protect the United Colonies and beyond from additional terramorph attacks. An effort you and my progeny, Hadrian, have already made impressive progress on. And I'd like to help, though I am curious. Has she shared with you the nature of our little family? Did she? So, our relationship has always been... The Major was born to become a great leader, carry on the legacy I established, and was given all the finest training to support it. And she excelled. But the universe cut all that short. Now, though, it's placed even more crucial work, and I think I have a part to play in helping you accomplish what you've set out. After some long years earning the trust of this current regime, the UC has been permitting me to work alongside one of their recovery teams, helping them gather intelligence on, locate, and organize scenarios to lure in some of the criminals that evaded justice after the Colony War. With quite a few successes, I might add. But in the process, I managed the names and locations of Hadrian and Percival's old research team. Valuable manpower for the effort you're about to embark on. I'll tell you where they are. But one task. There is a former colleague of mine, a man by the name of Dr. Reginald Orlaise. Like myself and Hadrian, he was involved in some of the United Colony's more problematic lines of research. Mech weapons were his specialty. If it dealt death, he could make a deal more. When the Colony War ended, he fled, refusing to face tribunal, and has continued to peddle his skills to the highest bidder to this day. But I finally found him. I want you to track him down and deal with him, however you're able. I'm not expecting he'll come quietly. Bring me evidence that the job's done, and I'll tell you what I know. You can certainly try, but the man's been out there 20 years. He's likely gone feral. Easier for all if you simply blow up his... that's what you require to sleep at night. According to my information, he's been hiding around the world of Ethereum. There's a star station in the vicinity. The Den. The head of the local vanguard, one...
Identity verified. You may proceed to the exit.
You have my attention. I will watch your back.
Captain, did your meeting go well? I hope it's clear now why we needed you to agree to all the secrecy. Surprised me too when I learned it, but the prisoner has proven useful over the years and kept far. But I do think it's worth re-emphasizing. No one else can know. Short of jailing you? No. You're right. But in this moment, I think it would be a big... Though I presume he didn't call you down there simply to discuss it. Dr. Reginald Orlaise? He's... Of course, killing Orlaise is completely out of the question. But bringing him to justice... He's been on the lam for years. That'd be a huge win for the UC. What's being offered in return? Really? He found the members of the research. We'd already initiated a search for them, but it'd save a lot of time and manpower if he just... Captain, if that's the deal, you have my endorsement. Just so long as you make every... Now, was there anything else you wanted to... Trusting the man downstairs would be a mistake. But I don't think you need to be too... This is far from the first name he's handed over, and all previous missions went off largely without a hit. So while I'd certainly warrant caution... The Den? It's a star station. Orbiting Wolf, the second star station actually to bear that title. The first one was blown to smithereens by House Varun during the Serpent's Crusade. The place has always acted as a remote strategic hub, primarily for repairing... But because of its distance from the rest of the UC, things there have always been a little more lax. I can think of worse places in the galaxy for a criminal to hide out. Then I'll bid you good day, Captain, and remind you of the...
Red will be thrilled to see you.
I understand this station was once quite the luxurious place for UC military commanders. Based on what I see, I find that very hard to believe.
Looking to lodge a complaint? Then you want UC security, not the Vanguard. Oh, apologies, Captain. Didn't So, what can I do for you? Orlaise. Doesn't ring a bell. Seriously? Out here? Surprised they didn't send out a general notice he's in town. Though, I guess there's less a chance he bolts if they keep it hush. But I expect we would have heard something. Wait. The Warlock! There's been rumor of a ship out there for years now. Doesn't respond to hails, never docks. More than a few amateur investigators have tried to find it, and at least 2 never came back. Aetherius debris fields are plenty dangerous if you're not used to flying in them. But if you're suggesting it might not have been the fields that got them, well, I can give you the core. Can't think of a better spot your Orlaise might be hiding. Well, the original Den Star Station was destroyed decades ago during the Serpent's Crusade by a maraud. Big part of the remains from those battles ended up gathering around. Every now and then, some headstrong scrapper comes limping back because they hit an 80-year-old mine. Though, maybe it's not just the field that's been... I mean, I honestly thought it was just a story board haulers. But if the pilot of the Warlock really has been dusting our people, well... Things you should know? The den's not really that kind of place. Keep an eye out for pirates, make sure smuggling's kept to a minute. Otherwise, it's mostly long haulers and staying ready for the day they collect. Sure thing. Here. Go get your man.
space.
I understand this station was once quite the luxurious place
Looking
for
to lodge a
UC
complaint?
military commanders. Based on
Oh,
what I see, I find that very hard to believe.
Orlays. Suit yourself, but they call it the war. Maybe this a part of Etheria's sky. Sure thing. Here, go get your man.
you're a member of the UC family.
So many people, all in one place. I still cannot feel entirely comfortable.
By the way, Cap, scanned as you enter the city. Please keep... You will be scanned as you enter the city. Please keep...
Is something amiss?
I wonder if I'll miss new abilities when Tony and I leave. No, probably.
Authorized personnel only. Your friend has to stay here.
Hello. Yes, good. You have my attention. Of course, take your time.
Authorized personnel only. Your friend has to stay here.
Transfer accepted.
Would you look at that? Kept it all these years. Some simply couldn't let go of that old world. This is fine work, Cap. I can ensure the remaining team members find their way to the Red Devil's headquarters. That one you'll need to collect yourself. His name is Kaiser. You can find him on the Freestar world of Nira, wandering the battlefield. The area was ground zero for xeno-weapon deployments during the war. And I think you'll want to check in with Hadrian and Dr. Walker before paying it a visit. Kaiser will likely have security protocols you'll need to... I dedicated my life to the United Colonies. Every effort of mine, even if my circumstances have changed. A military Model A, specifically customized for the needs of the Xeno warfare team, a powerful resource. Of course, we're protecting the galaxy, Captain. We'll need every tool at our disposal.
Is something amiss? You lead. Suit seals look good. Out we go.
Captain, welcome back. Was afraid you might have gotten reassigned. You've been gone so long. So how's it feel to be a citizen? Well, I'm sorry you feel that way. UC's certainly got its fair share of skeleton.
That makes two of us.
But it is real good to have you here again. We've been going through the Terramorph data and, well, we're gonna need all the help we... These logs, they're even more thorough than I remembered. Genetic workups, population statistics, hell, even their food chain. I'd completely forgotten, for example, that there was a creature that actually ate Terramorphs. At this point, the data's given us more options to explore than we have people to work on them. Well, 8. They went extinct a few decades back. A big lumbering thing called an Aceles. Something I'd love to learn more about, if we had the people to look into it. That'd be something, wouldn't... I'm sorry, are you? You're serious? You found our research team? That's incredible. That accelerates everything. With them back, it'll let us... Wait. Kaiser. Did you find Kaiser? That's right. You would need that. Whoever gave you these leads sure knew their stuff. Well, how? How exactly did you manage to find them? You can't be... Oh, you are serious. Okay. No more questions. But still, getting Kaiser back, that gives us more than a few new paths forward on dealing with the Terramorphs. But if he's been out there on his own all this time, you're gonna... Come on. We've already made a lot of progress getting this place back online. We talk. Some of the containment measures were a bit on the unpleasant side, but I know it's here somewhere. Uh-huh. Here, Kaiser schematics. Actuators, weapons, batteries. That old robot's been MIA for a while, so chances are he's gonna need some repair. He's also got a lock on his voice controls. You can give yourself authorization with the phrase, Nos belli machinis. Now, where exactly is... A battlefield. Ugh, sheesh. No wonder no one's found him. That sector of Nira was destination #1 for xenoweapons. Add to that general environmental devastation and the kind of lawlessness that comes with any Freestar world, and that planet's got more than enough ways to make a visit your last. But I think there's a place where you can start your... Yep. One-of-a-kind salvage. Licensed to an Angelo Alonso. Goes by Gel. As good a place to start as any. Kaiser lets us do field work with a level of precision that more than a few of the options we're looking into. Detectors to uncover the terror. They require highly specific material. And asking a group of Marines to accompany us for that kind of work, well, it usually ended up with ruined samples and wounded teammates. The Colony War saw a lot of hard fighting, but Nira got it the worst. Everything the Freestar Collective and UC could muster, ground troops, xenoweapons, both sides hoped something would decisively turn the tide. When the war finally ended, swaths of that world were so devastated they were effectively abandoned. So what Kaiser's doing there of all places? And I'll make sure we're ready to put him to use.
It is good to be back.
I have things I wish to discuss with you when you have time.
you need me for something?
Yes, you're...
If you need to harvest any or...
Can we speak for a moment? It is impossible to imagine what this looked like before. If you have the time, I wish to speak to you. I have been thinking about what we talked about before. You agreed with me that true purpose can be a driving force in life. I found that comforting. I have been single-minded in my pursuits. I have sacrificed much to be where I am now. Thank you. I have told you that I am not one to discuss my past. No, that is not what I am trying to say. I promised to provide for my family. That meant working with smugglers to procure supplies we could not acquire any other way. I have spent my adult life away from my home, jumping from one planet to the next, living in dangerous conditions, often surrounded by violence. We were taught from a very young age that family always comes first. And I was convinced from the beginning that it was unwise to let anyone get too close. I had maybe not quite friends, but people I cared about. Yet there was always a distance I could not reach across. I often find other people complicated and confusing. It seemed easier to not become attached, especially when circumstances meant I might never see them again, with no warning. And yet here we are. I find we work better together. What I am trying to say is that I now wonder whether it has been the right decision to distance myself from others. I appreciate that more than you know. I hope wherever you store that, the smell will not be an issue.
may I serve?
Hey! New model on the floor. Welcome to the one-of-a-kind. Refuge and rest home for the hardest scrappers anywhere. Name's Jill. Proprietor. Not here to make your fortune out in the fields then, huh? Suit yourself. But there's no bot named Kaiser around. Oh, unless you mean Captain Ahab? At least that's what we've all been calling him. No clue what his actual designation is, since he's got some sort of security protocol that prevents inquiries and general chit-chat. But he's a combat bot, right? Yeah, that machine's been out there a while. His white whale. But it's been a while since anyone's laid eyes on Captain Ahab, though. Maybe he finally got the thing. Or it got him. Well, so, sounds like you can wander around out there, hunting your bot, little old white whale of your very own. Maybe you find him, maybe. But knowing this rock is part of what we do here. So if you want to find him a whole lot faster, I'll sell you what I know about this. Kaiser, going rate's a little steep. I mean, great for him, but that won't keep acetylene in our tank. And honestly, would you be able to tell if a terramorph was attacking outside? Sorry. I'm listening. Hold on. I never said that was my final offer. Don't think I'm desperate or anything, but okay. Pleasure doing business with you. So, last anyone heard of him, he was out near the Syracuse. Shipwreck about a quarter click down. One of my roughnecks said he heard some kind of beacon. Just keep your eyes open too. Sirens and oh. And corpse retrieval is not included in this transaction? Give Ahab a Kaiser.
It's good that something of value can come from those old mechs.
What does your scanner reveal?
Here you are. Can't hope. You cannot beat me. Get your best shot.
So much time and effort into building these ships, and so quickly they come apart in the end.
knows what might be found in salvage yards.
Not here to be your friend. Here to cut up mechs. Hardest part of my job? Shoot.
What can I do for you? Ah, so that's where... Heat leeches, wasn't it? Those little stowaways are everywhere on this rock. But a microcell... That's military-grade tech. I think we might have one, but I can promise you, it's not. You could probably Frankenstein one together using our fabrications. So, I just braced. It's kind of an inside joke. Other than the fact that we're the only place out here, the mechs we harvest, they're primarily from a group known as the 1st Cavalry. Their unit was deployed to break the deadlock on this world during the Colony War. Almost succeeded too, but as you can probably guess, it didn't ultimately. Left us plenty of scrap to build with though, so we thought it'd be funny to dedicate this place to the folks that made it possible. Lots of money to be made on mech scrap if you know where to look. And I just happen to sell a guide that'll show you the best spots. Couple of words of warning, though. As you may have put together, Nera's more dangerous than a cellophane. UC brought xeno weapons here during the Colony War, and more than a few decided to put down roots. Sirens are the ones you really need to watch out for. You've also got the unauthorized scrappers, Ecliptic being the worst of the bunch. Kill you for looking at them wrong. Luckily, we sell a wide array of problem solvers in various colors and calibers. No better select. Wouldn't have lasted real long here. So long as you've got the specs, but finding materials up to the task, you're likely going to be sifting through. Though, if you think you can actually manage something like that, I'm willing to make you a deal. Spots where you should be able to find quality. But in return, any excess would save us from risking our necks on another. I can't give you a guarantee, but a couple of mech types use microcells to... All the intact microcells will be long gone. Too valuable. But so what do you say? Then let me just mark...
What is it that is said about one man's junk? There is so much junk. It is difficult to recall how that goes. Probably best not to think too long about what Ecliptic will be doing with anything they salvage. Always worth checking. Never know what you might find in their pockets.
something for personal use or for sale?
Don't
What I
forget,
wouldn't give for
whatever else,
fresh
get you
caribou
something?
right now. Freeze-dried stuff jail brings in ain't the same.
So they were pretty widely considered the best. Their leader? Major Paxton Hull. But all that changed here on Nira. They say Hull snapped when the ceasefire order fought, so they court-martialed Hull. Here's what I've got.
systems. Damage within acceptable limits. Thank you for your aid. I must resume. Heat leeches. Major Sanon. Although previous attempts to disarm the weapon have been, additional support may allow me to allowing me to leave. My mission is the disarmament of Unit XW-99. Designation Siren. Nearest 99 has proven a far more formidable adversary than its peers. During the Colony War, handling of Unit 99 and its peers were among my personnel to deploy Unit 99. Defend Unit 99 against hostile forces. When I was separated from the Xeno warfare team with the Armistice, Unit 99 and its broodmates, so I am here to correct them. Follow me. Mind your step, as you have no doubt witnessed. This detection event registered. Initiating enemy search. sensors suggest a mercenary company like Ecliptic would only want Unit 99. To utilize it, standard procedure would be a frontal assault on the outpost. No quarter given. Unit 99 has an integrated control apparatus. This neural control interface allowed handlers to give the creatures orders during battle. These mercenaries may be in the process of deciphering a way to access the interface, allowing them to weaponize Unit 99 again. Something we must prevent at all costs. That is the standard method of xeno-weapon design.
Simple and straightforward. A good choice.
Moving out.
Did they have anything of value?
Unit 99 service is now complete. Mine, however, continues. Our work here is finished. A plague. You are docked at 1. have arrived.
indigenous life signs.
I will meet you inside
One
the
less thing to
facility.
worry about, I suppose.
Yes?
I can't believe it.
Major Sanan, Dr. Walker.
You're in better shape than I expected, Kaiser. Shouldn't take us long to get you back up to full fighting capacity.
This is good to hear. I was told there was a new threat on the horizon. I wish to learn more.
Percival will give you the full story.
Plus, get you dressed for the occasion.
Occasion. Where are we going?
Londinian.
Londinian. Doctor, I will require additional armaments.
That's the plan. Come on.
Captain, you're with me. Time to walk you through what we came up with. So the problem we're up against is that terramorphs, they can move anywhere. Meaning us finding and disposing of them ourselves isn't an option. But what if we could let something else do the work for us? Come on, I'll walk you through what we're thinking.